you can hear the birds, the waves, and nothing else.
Because today I will be touring a 3-bedroom villa with 2 bungalows that is just 3 minutes and 14 seconds walk from exactly where I'm standing right now. And on top of that, Audrey, my great colleague, allowed me to interview her for a couple minutes to discuss what it is like living here in Perla Marina, which is a beautiful neighborhood. The house is just under $500,000, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the full walkthrough. We are on the north coast of the Dominican Republic in the neighborhood of Perla Marina. And at the end of Perla Marina, not people even know, but there is this gated community called Sol de Plata. And this is Villa 26. It's 4 bedrooms, or 3 bedrooms plus an office. You could convert it into a 4th bedroom. This bungalow, and then another one. So let's have a look inside. You can hear the birds. It's very quiet. And we're also a couple minutes walk from the beach. Right now, the current owners live in this property, so you can see that it's extra cozy. But one thing that you can immediately feel or even see from the structure, from the irregular shapes, that this is no cookie cutter home. Especially in today's day and age, when most of the properties that are being built are soulless boxes. It's very refreshing to see something that has charm, that has soul. So the kitchen comes fully equipped. You have sufficient space to cook anything that you would want. And then the lower part is divided into different segments. To the left side, for example, the current owners are big music fans, as you can see. So you have this little nook to watch TV. You have this little nook to eat. But as we discuss in every single video, the most important thing and part about living in the Dominican Republic is the outdoor space. And here you can see Audrey enjoying, as usual, the outdoor space. And in a couple minutes, we will do a short interview, as I mentioned at the beginning, with Audrey, because she has extensive experience, not only living here on the North Coast, not only living here in Perla Marina, but also she has sold and listed so many homes, so she will tell us why this one is special. So here we've got this nice little barbecue area. There's also water connection, so if you wanted to extend it into a full bar, it's very possible. Very peaceful and quiet, very green. And one thing you cannot ever buy is 20 years of nature gardens, and that is really, really important. Here you can see, again, an irregular shaped pool, which makes this property stand out. It almost makes me want to whisper because it's so quiet and peaceful here. Here I backed into this hibiscus. You have different colors here. It's so nice. So I wanted to show you a little bit of the exterior first, because it is what this home is about. Not just having the charm, not just having a really nice curb appeal because the front facade is very pretty, but the outdoors living. Look at these. All right, I will take this side entrance into this bedroom. We have covered parking for a car over there, and now it will all connect, because here, this is one of the 2 bedrooms that is on the ground floor. We also have high ceilings, pretty high ceilings. We've got built-in storage here. And as you can see, this is a real home. It's being lived in, it's being enjoyed every moment. Now we're heading back to where the kitchen is, but you've got the bathroom here. A lot of space, So this is where you would enter. You have the kitchen, then you can close the bedroom. You have its ensuite bathroom. Now going back into the living area, we go across into another bedroom bathroom setup over here. Pretty much exactly the same. Here they have the light off on the fan, so it's not as bright, but you can still see that we've got the high ceilings. We also got the walkout to the outside. We've got the built-in storage. And at the beginning of the video, we saw the first bungalow, which is being rented, so I won't be able to show you. But this one we will go and see very shortly. Here we've got storage under the stairs. And one thing that there is never enough of is storage, so that is good. Now let me go back through the second bedroom, second bathroom, and I will go upstairs. The good thing is that all the windows have mosquito nets. Here we have more storage, enough space for a desk. And this is where not only we find the master bedroom, again with high ceilings, but this is also where you can get creative, because not only we have the ensuite bathroom, the built-in storage, but we also have this covered balcony. And what you could do is either turn it into a very, very spacious office. Let me try and back into the corner so you can see how much space it is. Or over there, you could build door and have it separate entrance into this room. And if you wanted to, you could also put the door right here so that pretty much the bathroom becomes Jack and Joel. If you have kids, it could be a kid's room. If you have a dog, it could be a dog's room or an office. So this is for the main house. Now let me go back downstairs because I'm really excited to show you the rest of the house, which we will do after the interview with Audrey. I will show you the laundry, I'll show you the bathroom, I'll show you the bungalow and where the other one is. So now let's go and talk to Audrey.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, Audrey. So as I promised, I said that you have lived here for a little bit. How did you come here? When was it?
So I arrived in '99, so 26 years ago. And when I arrived in the Dominican Republic, I remember driving in front of Perla Marina. And I told myself, 1 year I will be living here. And I'm not kidding. It took me 10 years, though, to buy my land and build my house, but I love it. So let me tell you the reason I love it so much. I mean, you can hear the birds, the waves, and nothing else.
Yes, that is very true. And one thing I didn't mention, speaking of the waves, I said that it's very close, but I didn't say that you could see a little bit of the ocean from the patio.
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel the breeze. So Perla Marina, it's a quiet place. If you love nature, you love it here. If you love the ocean, it's just walking distance. What I love also, it's a gated community. You can do some yoga. There's 2 good restaurants. And it's between Cabarete and Sosua, which means the good thing is that you don't have the crowd from Cabarete and Sosua. It's peaceful. But it's like 2-minute drive, one way in Cabarete or the other way towards Sosua. So I love it. And you still can walk. The sunset is gorgeous. Walk on the beach, watch the sunset. It's beautiful. Now that house, because that's what's about, right? I really like that house because for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you have a family, it's a great house because you have 2 bedrooms downstairs. You can have older people downstairs. It's easier not to go through the steps. The master bedroom is upstairs. You have another little bedroom upstairs. So you can have it as a family home. But also, if you're looking at for rental property, it has 2 bungalows, which are doing great on Airbnb. They always rent it out. And the reason is because there's fast internet. So people today, the only thing they want to do is work online, go to the beach, and enjoy the pool. And that's everything that you have right here.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned it, because it's probably at least once a week that I talk to someone who inquires, and one of their ideas of what they want to do is, okay, I want a property where I have my house, and then I have maybe 2 little casitas, bungalows or little apartments that I can rent out.
Yeah.
Because maybe you have some pension, maybe you have some HOAs to pay, and you want to make sure that your food is covered, that your insurance is covered, your phone, your car insurance, and you can still enjoy this.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I mean, there's 2 parking spots, so your car is not on the street. There's a well, which means you're independent. If there is no water for some reason from the street, you have your own water. They have a generator. So I don't want to say you're 100% independent, but you nearly are. You have so many trees you could eat from.
Yeah, we get so many coconuts here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
coconut
there's
water
coconuts.
is definitely infinite here.
Yeah, and you can even grow over there. I don't know if you walked over there. There's like more space. I mean, this is a huge property.
How many square meters is the lot?
The land is about 880 square meter.
Okay, sweet.
So it's a pretty big place. What else? I just love it here. I could live in that house. It's a great neighborhood. A lot of family living here, but it's also really peaceful.
Yeah, and that's one thing. And I just was talking to some of my clients the other day, and the principal of a nearby international school of Sosua have recommended, look, guys, look into Perla Marina, because we have #1 retirees living here, so it's quiet and peaceful. But we also get families with children, because it's a gated community on the ocean side, and it's close to everything.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not crazy pricey. I mean, you know, there's some luxury properties around in Seahorse Ranch where HOA are much higher. I mean, here in this area, HOA is $250 per month. You have the gauge right here, and you have the other insurance. So you have security at night. I personally feel safe here. I walk at dark. I would walk from my house to the beach. It always feels really safe. I walk my dog in the morning early before sunrise. It's a great, safe community. And I would say you live good, like luxury, but you don't pay the price of luxury.
And in terms of things happening within, because this is a community, I know that there is the Sunday markets once a month.
Yeah.
Which are really nice, and they're on the beach. So it's always very, very nice to see people coming together. Are there any other events or things happening around that you know?
Yeah, so there's a couple of markets. You know, people who live here, there are a lot of European, there's also Canadian, American. So I think once a month we have another market from a German woman who organizes it. And a lot of people go there and they bake their own cookies, they bring fruits, they bring plants. I don't want to say it's a trading market, but it's like those markets we used to have in Europe, you know, where you spend there like an hour or two and you talk. And for Christmas, we're going to have the Christmas market.
That's true.
Which is great. At Natura Cabana, which is just next door, they offer different classes, fitness, yoga. There's often time at night because it's a really good restaurant. They have people playing music. They have bands playing. So there's always something. There's always an activities. If you want to do something, you just could walk there. There's always something to do. Otherwise, if you want a peacefulness and be quiet, you just stay here.
And apart from this house being unique and quiet and all the nice things that I talked about during the tour and you mentioned, why would somebody choose this house over, for example, some other listings that we have right now?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I mean, this house is a turnkey, right? Whatever you've seen, beside a couple private personal items, everything comes with a house, so which means you don't have to furnish it. The house is solid. It's been here. I think the house has been built like 10, 15 years ago. So it's a solid house, which has everything you need. Like I say, what I like is that downstairs you have 2 bedrooms. So for people who are a little bit older, or for people who don't want to necessarily go up the stair, it's always nice. And you could rent it. If you don't want to live in the entire house, you could either live in the bungalow and rent the full house, or close one door, rent another bedroom. So if you're just looking at it as an investment property, you could definitely divide the house in bedroom and in different bungalow, or just leave it the way it is. It has a charm, right? It also has a place outside to entertain. So if you have a big family, want to have a barbecue, I like the energy. And I mean, just sitting here, listen, feel it. You know, it's just like when people come and see it, I know they fall in love with the house.
Yeah. No, it's really nice. And I'm glad you mentioned the bedrooms downstairs, because that's a lot of the times it's a deal breaker, because either we have clients who are older and they are buying it as maybe a forever home. So everybody expects some sort of health challenges along the way, and you just never know if you'll be able to make it up the stairs, or you have parents who are older.
Yeah. And also if you like pets, I mean, this is a great house for people who want to have dogs. It's all fenced. You know, you can just walk out and be on the beach and walk with your dog. If you have kids, it's safe. You can be outside on the street. Oftentimes when I walk my dog in the evening, I see kids on the rollerblades, skateboarding, playing soccer on the street. You know, it's gated. And also people who drive here are aware of the community.
Yeah, no, that is really nice. And one thing that we talked about is renting this property out. And it's very important because, again, that's one of the things people ask all the time. Can I rent it out on Airbnb? Because people are so used to, from North America, no, you cannot do this. Or in Toronto, maybe you need to live in there for a year before you can do something. Here, any restrictions?
No, there's no restriction on Airbnb. The 2 bungalows, which one actually we couldn't see because it's rented out, but both bungalow rent short term on Airbnb. They're both super hosts. There's no restriction about short-term rentals on Airbnb, long-term rental.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Audrey, for allowing me to show this property, because it's special. It's just listed, and it probably won't be on the market for a very long time, because finding a property this size plus 2 bungalows for under $500,000, so close to the beach.
Absolutely, yeah. And also the owner offers some financing.
Oh, what are the terms that they would consider?
I will have to double check, but I think it's 50% down, and the rest could be financed over less than 5 years.
Okay, so $250,000 down. Okay, nice.
Yeah,
that's a good incentive to take advantage of.
Exactly.
Awesome, Audrey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Let's have a look at the bungalow. I'm really grateful that we could have this conversation with Audrey. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions for her, and I'll make sure to get you the answers. Now, this is one of the corners that we haven't visited yet, and this has 2 doors. One is less exciting, but very important, because it has the pool pump as well as the power inverter, meaning batteries. So when the power goes out, you have power. And this is one of the 2 bungalows. The reason why it rents well is because it has everything you need. It is cozy, it has a kitchenette, it's in great location, and it also, I'll get the numbers, I'll put it on the screen, but it probably is also fairly inexpensive, which is something that you want to consider. One thing is, here's the shower. Here's the shower. One thing you want to consider is that one thing is your nightly rates. The other thing is your occupancy. And that's something that you want to play with to achieve good results for you monthly. Also, the important thing is, like I mentioned a moment before, we've got backup power and we got AC units here. So that's always important, because that's, of course, what renters are looking for in the Dominican Republic. Now, let me show you the other bungalow, even though we cannot go in because it is indeed rented, which is what you want and a proof of it really happening. Let me see. From the outside, I'll just walk past. This one is probably twice as big. So pretty spacious, about 35 square meters, I believe. Now the sun is starting to set. And the garden, about 883 square meters. It's really nice. One thing, let me try and get it up here. And zoom in of something that will be really juicy and delicious very shortly. Look at those beautiful mangoes. So you've got this mature tree waiting for you right here, along many others. Plus, like Audrey mentioned, there is sufficient space for you to do some additional gardening. And if you want to go fully off-grid, you can put solar panels because we have no restrictions on that. One thing I forgot to show you here is the laundry room. And even though now it's being used as storage, here we have a half bathroom. Sorry, the lights is off, but this half bath and laundry is right here where the entertaining area is connecting to the kitchen, dining room, living room. It's just really beautiful. If this property is calling your name, me, Audrey, and the whole team are ready to professionally guide you from being interested to making this your home. And we know the process, we know the right lawyers, we know absolutely everything in this market to help you make this your reality. So contact me at tom@realtordr.com or my American number, which is +1 813 212 8252, or my Dominican number on WhatsApp, 829 633 6776.